Okay, I took a short break. I almost forgot it's Attack on Titan Sunday for me, so I had to watch the newest episode, and it did not disappoint. It only gets better and better and better, and I keep up with the manga, so the anime is doing a spectacular job of adapting it. So anyway, we are back. We are on chapter 106 of Beastars, Scales That Reflect the Light. So let's see. Oh yeah, last we left off, a couple chapters back, Legacy, after, man, how many years has it been? 5 years, I think? He's finally reunited with his grandfather, so it looks like this chapter is going to be about them. Man, trying to brace myself already. Okay. Grandfather and grandson, separated by species, bound by blood. They see each other again after 5 years. Okay, so it was 5 years. Scales that reflect the light of the moon. Let's see. You're still awake, Legosi. Yeah, could you stay awake for me? Jeez, you're 6 years old. Fine, I'll show you my tongue trick, the jump rope. Oh, that's cool. You're bored of it? Hmm? Should I read you a story? No. Ah! Look at him! Kid Legosi is just, is adorable. I just want to hold your hand and sleep. Well, I don't mind, but hands are cold and they're pretty rough. I don't care. Your scales are pretty like jewels and they make me happy. Me and my grandson have many unwritten rules. Whenever we went to a restaurant, we had to sit at the table that was farthest from the entrance, where we would be out of sight. If I wanted to eat, then I would have to bring my own silverware and straw. And we were forbidden from going into public baths and pools and other leisure facilities. It is all because I'm a Komodo dragon. My poisonous attributes make me target for discrimination. Oh my gosh, well, that's actually really freaking sad. Man, in hindsight, like, learning all this now and thinking back as to why Legacy was the way he was, like, chapter one of the series, it's like, and, just now, he's starting to come out of his shell, and people helped him get there, but that took years for him to get over. I don't know, man. Ooh, I'm still processing this. I didn't expect to experience all these feelings so soon. But let's see. This seat should be fine. Hmm? There are plenty of seats around. No reason to sit so far in the back. He's growing up. Hold on. Whose perspective was this from? It was from Gosha, right? Me and my grandson have many unwritten rules. Okay, so this is all from Gosha's perspective. He hasn't seen Legosi in a long time. So I'm wondering, because we see them here together. Okay, because there's a timeline to all this. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. Because Legosi, how old is he? He's still a pup here, right? Where is his mom? What's go? Okay, I'm confused. Wait. Just it doesn't look like we're gonna get any more scenes from the past for a while. I'm just gonna check. Okay, no. So that's the present. Where is Legosi's mom right now? Because, or more importantly, just as importantly, where's his wife? Where's Gosha's wife? Well, yeah. I don't think Gosha was ever married. Maybe married in secret, but I don't know. You would think she'd be in the room too, but she's not. Legosi's here, right? Okay. So maybe she left, or did she die, or I don't know. Okay, so besides Gosha's wife, or Legosi's grandmother, I'll call her that. I don't know if they're married. Where's Legosi's mom? You would think he would be with her because Lego. I can't gauge his height because from what we've seen, we saw the funeral scene where Lego's, what was it, Liano? Where Liano died, right? In Legos, he was fairly big. He was still a pup, but he was a little tall around then. So I'd say he's a little younger. I'd say he's younger now than the point where she actually died. So does he not live with his mom, or is he just visiting his grandfather? It's weird that we're not seeing any of the we're not seeing anyone. So how much time did these two spend together? Because look at all this. There's no it's just Legoshi and his grandpa. I'm getting sad just looking at this chapter already, but he's going to eat with his grandfather, but his mom or his parents or his dad is like nowhere to be seen. So it looks like Gosha just raised him, essentially. Where is Liano? Where is his wife? I don't know. Anyway. Ugh. Okay, moving on. This seat should be fine. There are plenty of seats around, no reason to sit so far in the back. I gotta keep going back to this. Cause I'm trying to think back as to... Well, Legacy on his own wouldn't have any problems going out. Cause, you know, on the surface he's a gray wolf like any other. They don't know he's like part Komodo dragon. But when he's with his grandfather... Man, he had to deal with this from an early age. Wonder if they got like harassed or something. Hey Legacy, has our 5-year separation made you forget our rules? Yeah, but I always thought it was strange that you'd insist on sitting in those dark tables, even though you hadn't done anything wrong. Alrighty then. So he recognized it as a kid. He probably just didn't have context to really like know why. But it's kind of weird that he wouldn't be. Okay, is this venom that dangerous? I mean, I know Komodo dragon like venom is actually some of the deadliest stuff. Like even in our world, like it's no joke. You do not want to touch it. It's caustic, and it makes sense that he would have to bring his own silverware, that he'd be discriminated against, because the fact of the matter is, he could actually kill someone without meaning to. Well, that's the thing. I don't know how much control they have over their, like, venom. Like a snake, you know? I don't know. Maybe that gets expanded on. Alrighty then. Can I see the menu? He looks at small animals eye to eye. He hides his nails, which is basic carnivore etiquette. He even talks about the weather. Sounds like Saikuno. It's been getting hotter lately. Okay, yeah. I take my eyes off my grandson for a while, and he has already grown up so fast. It's awkward. It's awkward silence. It makes sense. It makes sense. This is awkward. Is it my fault? What? You dropping out of school and that big disfiguring scar on your face. Is it my fault that you've turned into a delinquent? What? No, I'm sorry I never told you that I dropped out, by the way. I took care of you when your mother couldn't. So it must be my fault. I can't imagine anyone else being responsible. I'm the one who exposed you to discrimination. It makes sense that you'd want to rebel from this society, but He's such a good granddad. Man, an anime protagonist. Nah, not anime. A manga protagonist. Well, there's an anime, so both. A manga protagonist that has living relatives. Well, at least one living relative. I'm getting depressed again. Let me stop. Wait. So what does he mean by I took care of you when your mother couldn't? Because there were no details as to how. Well, okay, how? Yeah, it was suicide, but why she died? The question is why, and I wonder if that's gonna get touched on anytime soon. Because I know it's a sensitive topic, like a super sensitive topic, but it's like apparent. It seems to be shaping up like it's really important to Legosi's arc, and it might be important to Gosha's arc as well. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not sure where Gosha's going with this outside of like, well, going with this arc outside of like being like a what's it called? Like an anchor point for the central interspecial speak properly. Interspecial romance like experience, right? So it's like, man. Okay, so what's gonna happen? But I know pacifism. You're always teaching me about it. You're always smiling when I was with you. There was never a time when I felt sorry for our circumstances, Grandpa. Aww. That's actually really sweet. And Legacy doesn't resent him. Like, cause last we saw, it was Legacy. I assume what he told his grandfather that day after his mom's funeral. Well, the same day, like right after his mom's funeral was that he hated him and it's his fault that mom was dead. That's what I think he said. Because that was their big falling out. Because I'm thinking back and I have the chapter in my head right now. His words were blurred. So that means that's something that Legacy didn't want to remember. Or something he regretted deeply. Oh man. In this part right here, I took care of you when your mother couldn't. What does he mean that she couldn't? She was, huh? She was a wolf, right? Yeah. Cause I didn't get a good look at her. They showed her body, like in the casket. Well, some of it. I don't know. Alright, so moving on. Here's the menu. Ah, I see. Well, I was very stubborn about pacifism. Oh, and I actually overlooked that. What's that about? I know pacifism. You're always teaching me about it. So is that why? Okay, that puts context into why Legosi acted the way he. Actually, that puts context into a lot of Legosi's character. If his grandpa was teaching him pacifism the entire time, that actually shows why Legosi was so hesitant to display his strength, you know, in status as a a strong carnivore, a carnivore with a strong body of a great wolf. Because you remember in the beginning, like chapters, like when Legosi was put into awkward situations, like the cafeteria fight that was gonna happen, like, and how Legosi was like, you know, he wanted the fight to stop, but instead of brute forcing it, like a protagonist would, he was actually trying to think about how he could make it look legit how he lost the fight, right? So is that a result of his grandfather's teaching? Because we've known Legosi to have a meek personality, right? And now he's starting to, now that he's getting older and he's been awakened thanks to Haru. He's had a sexual awakening, right? He's coming into his own as a teenager with those teenage instincts, and in a way he is what Gosha said, he is starting to rebel against society a little bit and their expectations and societal expectations for what he wants as a man and a wolf. So, man, he's come a long way from this. Alright, so let's see. I was very stubborn about pacifism. Whoa, hold on. Are those reading glasses? That's right, I'm turning 54 this year. Well, he's still young. Or at least 54 is like super young in my family, at least. You don't really start to look your age until you're at least 60. 6 or 67. But even then, we still look pretty good. So, that's still young, at least in my opinion. Anyway, oh well. You're still younger than most grandpas. I'm not young anymore. Alright, I'll be treating you just like old times. I'll order you some fries. You still like them, right? I don't remember liking them a lot when I was little, but now I just think they're normal. Yeah, I do. This is okay. Look at his face right here. I love that face. He's happy too. I don't need to have a special talk with them. I'll just enjoy my time with them, just like old times. Look at these people here. These birds, chickens, I think. Hey. About to cause trouble. Why is a toxic lizard sitting on the food? Why is a toxic lizard sitting on one of the good tables? It's a full house, old timer. You ought to get out of here now before you turn this restaurant into a gas chamber. Let's move, Legosi. Hey, Legosi. I don't think I heard you right. What? Because it sounds like you think that Komodo dragons emit poison gas. Are you serious? What? Don't get smart with me, you little pup. You want to fight? Sure. Why not? Oh, man. Alright, so look, I was just talking about that. He's come a long way from the Legos who we met in from chapter 1. He's like, big dick energy is coming from this guy right here. Like, he's standing up. He's not only he's standing up for his grandfather right here, like right now. And I bet Gosha's gonna be losing his shit because he taught Legosi about pacifism, right? But I'm starting to think it was more so. I hope he's not one of those like characters. I'm wondering where that came from because Gosha had a violent past. Because let's not forget, this is a guy who was actually in the running to become a Beastar along with Yafia, right? So I'm wondering where that pacifism stuff came from. Because it wasn't. I wonder, did he develop that when he had a family? But I like Legosi right here. Like, I don't think it's the right thing to do. Like, if they were to get into a fight right here, right now, that's definitely not the way. Because I feel like that'll cause more harm than good. Like, more trouble for them. But I like that he is standing up for his grandfather, though. Because he's been, how do I describe it? He's been, discriminated against all his life, and Legosi's experienced it firsthand because he's lived with his grandfather. So it's just him defending his honor, which is really sweet to see. Let's see what he says. I just want to hold your hand and sleep. I always thought of him like this, like innocent. Legosi. Excuse me. We've other customers in this restaurant, you see. You're gonna have to wait in line, okay? You're lucky the owner's a reptile. What a shitty restaurant. Well, well. Legosi, you. I'm disappointed in you. Oh, they're leaving? Oh, they left. I don't think they got. It'll be even sadder if they didn't get to eat. I'm just like, not the food. I'm disappointed in you. You really have turned into a delinquent. You acted like a thug back there. Oh, come on. You can't expect me to let them talk down to you like that. I'm 17. I refuse to be a spectator like how I was when I was a little kid. You're still a little kid. Don't be presumptuous. I've suffered discrimination for 54 years. I'm used to it. You just have to let it slide. Did you learn nothing about the meaning of pacifism? Flap. Oh, those birds are showing up again. You really made asses of us. So since you walked into this dead end and all, you know what's gonna happen to you, right? You pair of freaks. Did you just slap Legosi? Oh, that's a mistake. That's a huge mistake. Okay, so Lego. All right, so it's cool because we know what Legacy can do. We've seen him train with Goheen, right? And I think one of the first few opponent no, the first opponent was a hyena, but he's fought birds before. And I like how they made a point to show that Goheen taught Legacy like the weaknesses of different animals. Like birds have hollow bones, so you'd pretty much, but they have like a loud screech, so you want to like go for their vocal cords and disable them by the throat, and then they'll be easier to take down that way. So just small stuff like that. But we don't know what Gosha can do. So I wonder if this is gonna be. Oh, it's on. Okay, so they're gonna fight then, and it's because he slapped Legosi, right? Don't touch my grandson. He went okay. All right, look, he went straight for the throat. Is he gonna kill him? He took it. Was he wearing a cardigan? Let me see. Yeah, he was. He took it off quick, and he looks like a monster. Holy! He just slashed him at the throat. You're lucky I don't. I won't do worse. With feathers as soft as yours. So, like I was saying, Legosi, look at his face. Okay, so he's still very much in his element right now. He hasn't changed. Like, he's not slow at all. Like, in the same way Yafia has been doing this for years, it doesn't seem like Grandpa has slowed down at all. He's still very much an apex predator, just like Legosi is. These are two apex predators right here. Gray wolves are the biggest of the Canidae species, right? And Komodo dragons are very much at the top of their food chain. They have no natural predators. Anyway, so like I was saying, Legosi, you're still a little kid, but you at least have some maturity in you, so I'll start teaching you in more detail. My snobbish policy actually has a second side. Pacifism is a fine thing. He's just whooping their ass while he's giving Legosi a lesson. Wow. Pacifism is a fine thing, and it only has meaning when the strong uphold it. He's such a badass. This is Grandpa? He's still jacked in everything. They don't stand a chance, and they're you fools. They're actually flying towards him, not away. They deserve everything they get. Hell no. But it's like, okay, so I'm looking at this. So he only taught Legacy one part of it. And it's weird that he's given Legacy the second meaning behind pacifism. And it's funny that he says this because he's absolutely right. What is like I think they made it's funny. I think they made a point to show that you can't protect anything without having proper strength for it to mean anything, right? Like it actually means something when the strong, like what you see the carnivores do in this society, when the strong hold back their strength, right? For the sake of others, so they won't hurt others, right? And you've seen Legacy actually like break his rule of pacifism when like to protect his friends when he feels like the liberty of others are being like you know trampled on. That's when you see Legacy act as a character, like with any agency. So, man, they're very alike. I've never seen him like this before, but at that moment, I felt that I was finally seeing my grandpa again. Grandpa? What are you? I'll tell you after we're done dealing with these punks. You could help me if you want. Okay. They're about to give him the business. This is about to be so dope. This has been an awesome chapter. We're gonna jump right to chapter 107. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. So excited.